Lebanon has reiterated its policy of dissociation from the Syrian conflict. But with Hezbollah's ever-increasing role in Syria, what does this policy mean on the ground? I sat down with Lebanon's former Prime Minister, Fouad Siniora, to get some answers in this one-on-one express. Fouad Siniora, thank you so much for speaking to TRT World. The Lebanese information minister recently came out and said that Lebanon will continue to subscribe to its policy of disassociation vis-a-vis Syria. Is this even possible given Hezbollah's role in that country?
Well, actually, this was what was agreed upon in the formation of the previous cabinet and the one before. But the problem that it has been said, but practically never implemented. And this is something that would have to be dealt with in great care and with great wisdom.
How do you bring about this care, given that Hezbollah has been given 3 of the 30 cabinet positions, is still engaged in Syria?
Effectively, that's correct. And this is in contradiction to the dissociation policy. What has been said by Hassan Nasrallah over the past few days, he has been trying to give some comforting, let's say, statements here and there. I wonder whether he's going to comply with that.
It might not come down to Hezbollah. Some observers say that Iran might determine the actions.
Definitely, it is Iran. And Iran has been already putting pressure on Hezbollah, not necessarily the pressure, I mean, giving the instructions to Hezbollah in order to behave as such.
Is there a fear in Lebanon that there might be a return to a past when Syria, in effect, controlled
Well,
Lebanon?
Actually, that is the plan, it seems. And with the the developments that are taking slightly in Syria, and appearing that the regime itself is getting more and more power after really the various attacks that were made against Daesh and others and so on.
It seems that Arab countries, various Gulf Arab countries, are helping Bashar al-Assad regain that position, opening embassies, for example,
yes,
trying to bring him into the Arab League fold.
Yeah. Let me put things straight, you see. Syria is an Arab country. And effectively, it has to be part of the Arab League. And it plays an important role in principle. Now, the regime has been ousted out from the Arab League because of what it has done over the past years in terms of waging war against the Syrian people, in pushing more than 50% of the total population of Syria to become refugees within Syria and outside Syria, in making lots of problems with the rest of the Arab world. That's why the Arab League took the decision to oust Syria, or to really freeze its membership in the Arab League. It is necessary to bring Syria back, but I mean, at the same time, this has to come with solving a number of the issues.
So ties have mended with Saudi Arabia on this particular issue of Saad Hariri's?
Oh yes, actually, that issue, I consider that it shouldn't have been done. It is a sad page that really happened, and we have turned that page. Every government in Lebanon should be very careful in establishing the very good and cordial relations with every other Arab country. But keep and definitely Iran, and definitely Iran. But let me put it in here very carefully, is that we have to establish very good relations with Iran on the basis of mutual respect, rather than, let's say, taking the role of interfering in the domestic affairs, whether Lebanon or any other Arab country.
Fouad Siniora, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.